Good morning from beautiful, snowy northern Wyoming. I'm pleasantly surprised that there isn't that much snow here. I mean, there's a fair bit of snow, but compared to my house, which is just a few miles away, closer to the Bighorn Mountains, at my house it's like knee deep, maybe more. A little farther up toward the mountains at Dave Perfetti's house, it's between knee and waist deep everywhere. And if it was that bad here, I would not be able to get around at all. But I decided to come out and give it a look, hoping I could get a flight in. And we've got, I don't know, it looks like definitely less than a foot, maybe 6 to 8 inches or so on the ground. It's very manageable. I'll have to be a little bit careful where I go, but I'll be able to get around and run the dog and actually fly my bird, maybe. Well, I've got pigeons, so I can just go beside the road and fly them with nothing else. So I'll go up here and check this spot that grouse have been hanging out, see if they're there quick, and then figure out where I want to run the dog. One nice thing about fresh snow is it makes it real easy to spot birds. You can see that if there's grass or brush that has the snow knocked off of it, there's been some disturbance there, and then you can see the dark birds in contrast against the light snow. So my odds of actually just marking something that are reasonable this morning. If I can find anything, if they're not all sheltered up deep in some brush. Yeah, there's not gonna be any grouse right here. The snow's too deep. There's not enough grass and other sage sticking up to hide them at all. They would stand out like sore thumbs, and they don't like standing out like sore thumbs because every predator can see them. There's no sense even running a dog right in this spot here. I gotta find a spot with a little bit better sage or cover sticking up. I'm gonna have any hope of finding them this morning. I mean, you would see Huns out here dug in. They would dig through the snow and get in, but that would also be obvious. They'll burrow under the snow as soon as there's any sign of a predator. That's how they hide. But their digs are pretty obvious in the snow. Okay, you see lumps in that tree up there. Get my binos. Yeah, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 grouse that I can see in that tree. And I don't see any others anywhere else. In the trees, it's a tough slip. It frequently doesn't work. Sometimes when they see the falcon, they'll just drop down into the brush below to seek safety. Other times they just booger off way far, which is more likely. I don't think I'm gonna find anything better this morning. What I think I might do is put the falcon up here. At least a few hundred yards, pushing not quite a quarter mile away from the grouse, but they'll be more likely to cooperate if he's put up from a distance, because they'll need to think they've got time to get into the brush before he gets there. So I think I'm going to just put him up here and drive over as he flies, and then get out, get the dog out and flush and all that kind of stuff. Okay, back in the truck. Let Clyde do his thing, getting ready. Give him a few minutes to look around. There's no rush. And then pull forward. Go see what happens. The odds of this working are slim. But what the heck, we'll have fun either way. And they all bumped and went to the left. And he's going after them. Oh, bummer. Oh, he just went up to the hill up there. Well. Yeah, he started after him. And then I think realized they had too much of a lead. It wasn't going to work and they were just going to boogie. So just landed on the hill up there. The grouse went, I don't know how far up in that draw, but that's where they've gone to is property I don't have permission on. So I think I'm going to back out on the main road, get just a little farther down. Actually, not here might be okay. I'm just going to toss him his pigeons, I think. Get him going and toss his pigeons. Since the grouse didn't work, I knew it was a long shot. I don't want to be close to fences, but I also don't want to get stuck. I think up here will be okay if I can get off the road enough that if somebody comes by, they can get around me. Let Astro out just in case there's something out in this field. Plus, he needs to get out and run around a little anyway. I can't see him, but he's up on that hill somewhere. The GPS don't lie. Oh, now he's coming. Coming right toward me. I can't see him though. Oh, there he is. He's coming for the truck. Let's go, Clyde. I really wanted to get him flown today because all this next week I'm going to be out of town with work and not able to fly him. So I'm going to get a last flight in before I go, and he's got to sit. You going to go up or are you just going to land up here? Well, I'm farther from the truck than I planned to be to toss pigeons, but I figure we'll work Astro up here just in case he can find something. And he was birdie there for a second. But if he finds something, I'll get Clyde going, we'll fly it. If not, I'll walk a little farther from these trees, get more in the middle, and get Clyde going, toss some pigeons. It's a little chilly this morning, it's about 8 below. Oh, it looks like he's smelling something. Astro's on point down there. So we'll give it a go. Get Clyde going. Okay, let's go, let's go. He's just gonna sit. He's got energy conservation on his mind. Brain telling him, conserve your energy, don't fly until it's a good opportunity. I don't know if there's anything down here or not. Astro's moving. I really don't want to fly today. That's not a good perch, buddy. Where is the dog? He's right this way. And he's moving. Yeah, there's nothing here. Well, I think the grouse used to be here. Clyde's weight's down a little bit today too. I didn't fly him yesterday. I fed him a reasonable amount. I thought it'd be enough. Usually would be, but he processed a lot and lost some weight. So that's part of his reason. His body's telling him conserve, don't fly. Fly back toward the truck. If he gets flying, I'll toss some pigeons. If not, we'll just call him to the lure and go home. Find him, Astro! I don't think there's anything in there. He's birdie, but I think that's just the grouse that left from earlier. When he was pointing a minute ago, he wasn't very solid. Come on, Astro! You doing your wild falcon imitation? Yeah, let's just work through all that brush, it looks like. We'll start heading back. See what Clyde does. Good boy, Astro. You gonna fly, buddy? Woo! He's not gonna go up at all, is he? No, he's just looking for the lure. He's too hungry. Okay. He's been flying heavier this year than before. Usually I fly him at this time of year 39 ounces. And he's actually just a hair over that right now. But I've been flying him this year a lot at 40. I think I might have him more muscled up than usual. So he needs an extra ounce or so. Maybe a little more even. Don't want to get too close to this fence. Well, it didn't end up being a hunt really at all. So, but all in all, not a bad day. I hear a car coming, I better put dog up. Astro! Kennel! I came back over here so as not to encourage the people to stop and want to talk. Not that I'm antisocial, but Clyde is. He doesn't like strange people. And if he's here, on the fist while they're talking to me, he'll finish eating, but I'll never get the hood on him. I just bait like crazy, and he doesn't want to be hooded with them around. Well, there's no sense looking at the stats because there was no pitch. There you go, pigeons. You can go home. On that flight, I don't know the exact time of whether they flew and that caused Clyde to fly to chase, or I think a little more likely Clyde took off and they saw him fly and just left. Yeah, chicken and egg thing. It doesn't really matter a whole lot in the grand scheme of things. The hope was that they would go down in the brush. Sometimes I've even seen him just stay exposed in the tree with the falcon flying. And he goes up and you go over there and just kind of yell out and go fly out of the tree and you can get a flight. Or ideally better, they go down in the brush as he takes off, and then you can go over there, let the falcon get their pitch, put the dog out, flush the grouse, and have a flight. It's all a real long shot though in those situations. And if you've got hopes of finding something better, it's usually best to pass up. My hopes of finding something better today, with limited ability to get around and limited quarry, was not grand. So I said, what the heck, and took the chance. Clyde wasn't much in the mood to fly anyway. I think once he saw the grouse leave, I think he thought we were done anyway, and there wasn't a whole lot left to be there, so his motivation was lacking. Having a week off might be good for Clyde. He's been flying a lot hard lately, and it kind of grinds on him after a while, and give him a break and get him more excited about flying again. So we'll see what happens when I get back. Until then, thanks for watching.